So we have some very exciting news for you guys. We can't believe that it's finally information that we can share with you. We've been waiting months and months for this. It just feels like an eternity. But I am very excited to tell you guys we got new bikes.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars.
So this is the air pump that we got to use with the bikes, and the brand is, let me show you guys. So I don't know how, Oaser, something like that. But it's lithium, it's rechargeable. It comes with a few different of these tips. It comes with the car charger adapter as well. And then the end of it is right here to go on the bikes. And it's weighs, and it's about the size of a flashlight. And we're going to be able to put it into our packs on the bike and take it with us. It also has this nice little velour case that it comes with. And then there's the charger. When you plug it in, there's a light on the end of here that indicates when it's charged. So you plug it in, it's red. When it turns green, it recommends that you unplug it as quickly as possible. And then on this end of it, the middle button is the button you press right there, and then you plus or minus up to the PSI that you want to charge your tire to, and then you press this button right here, and then it automatically charges it or airs it up to the PSI that you've set. And then this button right here is a light, a flashlight. Let's see if I can get it to come on. There it is. And so that helps you if you know it's at night and you need to see. So that's our new air pump, guys. So there it is. There's our new electric bike. Okay, so this is just one. This is actually my bike. It's the oh gosh, I'm not going to remember but it's the 2.0 version of electric bike. And this is the step through. Carl's is black, and it's got the bar across it. It's a little bit of a different style, but it's not here yet. I mean, we ordered these bikes back in March, and it's crazy right now trying to get anything in. So I know all of you guys are struggling, waiting, and the anticipation is just crazy. So if you've watched our videos before, then you know that our other bikes were really about half this size, and they were electric, totally electric. These are pedal assist, so we can choose to pedal or not pedal. They have cruise control. You can run strictly in throttle, and the range on these is more like 45 miles. Our other bikes only went about 10 miles, and we were just using them basically to stroll around the campsite, go run down to a close by store, visit other people in camp that were on the other side, things like that. I mean, they just weren't really for sightseeing. These will literally be able to go out and even take them, through a national park, and do just a lot more sightseeing on them, and maybe get a little exercise in the process. So it also has a control screen, and it has a lot of different functions. It has a gear system from 1 to 7, and it has handlebar brakes. This is the on-off valve, and then the fork actually has a shock absorber system right there, and it's adjustable, so you can make it loose or tighter, if you will. It does not have hydraulic brakes. I think they're, what are they, Shimano brakes or whatever. The key is underneath, and then the super exciting factor is they still fold. So that's the folding part right there. I'll show you guys what it looks like when I fold it up. We've got some more accessories coming. The bike pedals fold in, and we've got a basket coming for the front and the back of the bike. We also may change out the seats. These are the stock seats that come with it, and we have ordered the new posts that are shock absorber posts. It's going to raise the seat up about 3 inches on my bike, which is probably not going to make me super happy, because to start out, I really want to just be able to ride the bike with my feet on the ground. I know you're supposed to have a little bit more height than that, but I just don't feel secure in it. So these are 3-inch tires. They're a fat tire. They're good for off-road biking. Not that we're ever going to do that, but there have been times, you know, when there was a gravel surface. Not all campgrounds are paved, so we may find ourselves in that situation. So this was something that was appealing to us, and we didn't want road bikes. We also wanted the electric assist, and these will go, they come in set at 20 miles per hour. There is information in the manual, or instructions in the manual rather, where you can increase that to 28 miles per hour. When Carl and I rented the electric bikes, the fastest we went was 15 miles an hour, and that was scary. Like, I can't imagine me ever going faster than the 15, or you know what it said at the 20 miles per hour. As I get more comfortable with it, you know, that's an option. So that was also kind of a good appealing thing, was that we could increase that if we wanted to, but for now this is just fine for us. It does have a tail light. It does have a headlight right here. A lot of people upgrade the headlight because they don't feel like it's bright enough, or they're going to do more nighttime riding than we are. And then the tail light is back here at this side. So this is my new bike, and it weighs 62 pounds. So let me tell you, you know, 62 pounds for me is a lot. I weigh like 152 right now. So when this bike leans over one way or the other, there's some weight to it. And if you're on uneven pavement, or, you know, just slightly when you come to a stop, if it leans one way or the other, for me, you know, balancing the bike is going to be key. So I will let you guys know how I feel about that. We've looked at many bikes. We test drove the rad bikes. I really felt like those were way too heavy for me. I think I need to start working out my arms a little more. But, you know, the point of this was for Carl and I to be able to enjoy when we're camping, or even here from the house. We live in a age-restricted community, and it's a beautiful area to ride bikes. So we're hoping, you know, to get out and do a little bit more of that. I'm excited to get Carl, you know, doing any kind of exercise. It's always a good thing. So he walks a lot at work. I tease him, but you know, both of us could use a little bit more activity in our world. So listen, I'm gonna finish airing up these tires, and I'm gonna get Carl to come help me, and then I'm gonna share some more about this bike with you guys. So I told you guys that I would share with you the situation that happened with our other bikes when I fell off. And I kind of haven't really talked about it, but I think it's important that you guys know, you know, kind of what happened, because honestly, I have a little fear of this new bike. And the reason is because Carl and I were riding the other bikes, and we'll put a picture of them, you know, for you guys to see. And you can check out that episode if you like, and learn a little bit more about those bikes. But they were half this size. They were not big bikes. I think the tires were 12 inches, and they were totally electric, and they never went more, 10 miles per hour, I think, was the max that they would go. But the situation was, Carl and I were riding the bikes, and we went out on kind of a main road, and the shoulder of the road was gravel. and we hadn't even got out of the campsite yet, and I don't exactly know what happened other than, and I'm sure some of you can relate to this, my back tire, Carl was going pretty fast and I wanted to keep up, and my back tire just got a little like this in the gravel, and that was all it took, and I couldn't recover from the front wheel. The front wheels were the handlebars were very low. The front wheel was very low. And once it started, fishtailing like this, I don't know. It startled me or whatever, and I couldn't get control of it. And as I started to fall, to catch, I had knee surgery. I don't know when I'd had the knee surgery, but it had been recently. And all I remember is I did not want to fall on my knee. So as I was coming down to the ground, I ended up landing right on my butt. And it was embarrassing. First of all, I was directly across from the campground, and so there was a whole bunch of people outside, of course, and Carl's in front, right? And he just keeps going. He has no clue whatsoever that I have fallen. And the bike is down. I'm literally sitting flat on the ground with my legs out in front of me. And these guys, these campers across the street are like, "Are you okay? Do you need some help?" And of course, just the adrenaline and everything and the embarrassment, I picked myself up off the ground. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I get back on the bike, and by that time, Carl is a good mile down the road. He doesn't even know I've fallen. Finally, he turns around and he sees that I'm not with him, and he comes back, and we went back to the camper together. And that was the day that we were actually packing up to leave. And I knew if I didn't just keep moving, that once, whatever had bruised or swollen or whatever the situation was, I wasn't going to be able to move. I mean, I knew I was going to feel like a truck hit me the next day. So I just kept going, I just kept packing. We got all the stuff done. We got in the truck and got home. And then it was a very long week. I had to, get one of those donuts that you sit on. There's nothing they can do for a broken tailbone, by the way. Nothing. I mean, it just has to kind of heal on its own. And anyway, it left a mark emotionally. To think that this bike was so small and so safe, and then to realize that I could fall and hurt myself to that degree was surprising, to say the least. Now, I belong to a Facebook owners group page about these bikes, and there have been some posts about people who have fallen, and there's injuries. There's no doubt about it. You have to take it seriously. You have to understand, your age and your health factors and the other things that occur when you're riding a bike. Is riding a bike, do you always know how? Yes, absolutely. Once you know how to ride a bike, you can ride a bike. But every bike's different. And at 62 pounds, if this fell on me, it would hurt. It would absolutely hurt. And is it possible to break bones and elbows and knee injuries and all kinds of things? Absolutely. So I highly recommend, watch some videos if you can, read the manual, and understand how to operate this bike. It's nothing to take lightly. I don't even care if you're a lot younger than me. I don't know what the average age is for people who are buying this bike, but most of the stuff that I've seen out there, it does lean toward older adults, but it's a serious bike. It's got serious weight, serious power, and you should take it seriously. But I did want to share with you guys, what had happened to me before, and maybe why I'm so sensitive and scared about getting on this bike. So I haven't ridden it yet. I am anxious to try, and I am determined. I'm I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna ride this bike, and I know I'm gonna enjoy it, but I'm not gonna take it lightly. I'm going to do my work. I'm going to practice, you know, in the cul-de-sac. And I think I'm probably just gonna start straight pedal, and then we'll add power later. But I'm going to share with you guys, and I hope you come along and listen. If you have any questions, please put them down below. If I haven't thought of something, or if there's some more information that you want about the bike, ask away.
I've got it in second gear out of 7, and I'm going to move power assist to 2 just for now. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I had a question.
So go.
Does the pedals engage the motor?
Yeah.
So if you have it in like PAS 1, once you start to pedal, it will turn on the motor, but you could also just use the throttle to get
Yes.
power? Okay, all right, I wasn't sure.
Ready?
Yes.
It's going to kick on pretty much when I start pedaling. There it goes.
Put it in 1 gear. Wow, that went fast. Wow, that's
So
fast.
3 might be too much for you at first, right?
Yeah, right.
But I got to tell you, it was nice.
You
When
like it?
kicked in,
How's it feel?
beautiful. Feels better than those other bikes, the Giants that we rode as a test ride
Yeah.
to Red Rock. Probably double again better, more comfortable. Felt like you were more in control. Those had, I believe those had the thin tires. These thick tires are very, very stable. I think you'll love it. I never shifted the gears, didn't have to in this short run,
Yeah.
right? May not. I mean, a lot of it you can do with the pedal assist.
If you pedal faster, does the motor
Yes.
increase?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So-
'Cause you're in pedal assist.
So the level of assist has to do with the amount of pressure you need to apply to the pedals.
Yeah.
Okay.
The more you pedal, the more it assists. The more you assist, the more you pedal, the faster you go. It's all relative.
Gotcha.
Let me say a couple of things. First of all, I don't know if Donna told you, but the most important bike is not here yet. So only her bike is here, but it's a little beauty, man. It's everything it's advertised to be so far. I mean, I know that was just a 10-second ride, but I liked it.
Heavy bike.
Yeah, I think when you get down to the end of the cul-de-sac, you're going to stop and you're going to turn on the power assist.
Do I have to stop to turn it on?
No,
I
you can turn it on, but it's just from a coordination standpoint, you may choose to stop. We had to abort the launch.
So if I accidentally hit the throttle, like let's say I'm riding and I accidentally turn the throttle,
It'll just go, yeah. It'll only go 20 miles an hour with the throttle.
only.
And if you're in 0, the throttle won't activate. So
Right, that's where I want to be.
there you were.
That was just like as soon as there's a little bit of a lag
Yeah.
when you step on the pedal.
The sensor has to figure out that you're pedaling. and then once there's a special sensor that a lot of people have issues with. I don't think with electric bikes they do, but that sensor can be a problem on an older bike and so on. But yeah, that sensor picks up that you're down there pedaling, and when it says, oh wait, they're pedaling, then it turns the motor on, and there is a lag. But it's good actually, because if you accidentally hit the pedals somehow from a standstill and you don't really want it to kick in, it won't kick in immediately.
So once I got up on the saddle after I took off, it was a little bit more comfortable with the reach, where they do sit back a little far, and I've read a couple of things about people saying that.
Yeah.
But it may be if I raise the handles, it's going to take a little bit of
adjustment.
Yeah,
we have to configure it.
Right, and then a lot of people talk about how noisy the brakes are. You definitely hear the brakes engaged. It sounds like the pad rubbing.
That's exactly what it is.
But I don't hear any squeaking or anything I find annoying.
No, but did you notice that the rear brake was pretty weak?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I need to adjust that with those barrel adjustments that we saw on the video. Should be a simple process. Okay, so these little barrel adjustments are right here, and what you do is you can loosen. There you go.
Or something.
And then you turn this one, the outer one, the big one. This is going to lock in your tightness. This is going to create your tightness, this big one. And then now I can lock it in with the little device.
And they said you don't want the handle to touch, or this to touch the handle. You want space there, right?
Right. These motors are really, really strong. They're very powerful. And so if you accidentally leave it on and you accidentally hit that throttle, this thing would just wheelie away from you and crash, or it'll hurt you somehow. So you really want to be very respectful of the power engagement, which includes either turning it off or putting it in zero on the pedal assist system. Either have it in zero or have it off, because if you hit that throttle, it's going to want to go, okay? Same if you're at a standstill, when you hit the pedal, there will be a lag, but it's going to take off if you're not ready for it, it's going to dump you. So don't be afraid of it, just be aware of it.
So we bought new bike helmets for our bikes that talk to each other, so we can talk to each other. I realized very quickly when we rented those bikes that I really needed to be able to communicate to Carl, because several reasons. He was too far away to hear me if I needed something, and as I discovered when I fell on the other bikes, he was like a mile down the road before he even realized that I wasn't behind him. Also, like directions, like where we were going, he altered the path that I thought we were taking. So I didn't know if he had something wrong with his bike, or what the situation was, and it would have been so much easier if we could have talked to each other. So what we've done is we bought, let me show you guys what these are. This is, the brand is Sena, and they are the R1 EVO. And we're not getting paid to endorse this product whatsoever. No, we're not getting anything from them, but I just wanted to let you guys know about them, because we've learned a lot, right? We were searching for helmets, what type of helmets to buy. And Carl got a black one to go with his black bike that isn't even here yet. Don't get him started. And then I got a white one to go with my white bike. And they come with a USB charging port, so you can just charge them up when you need to. And the EVO ones are mesh intercom. I'll explain that in a second. And they also have a rear light on them that you can connect to via Bluetooth to your smartphone, and they have turn signals, which is, I think, a very nice feature. So originally I bought Carl the black one, which is the EVO mesh, and I got me the regular standard one that is not mesh. It was just an R1, And I searched on the website and there wasn't anything on there about there being an issue with compatibility or difficulty doing anything with them. Anyway, we got them home and they connect to your phone, so you can answer your phone or dismiss a call if you want to. You can play your phone play music in the headset. We were able to pair it with the phone. I did have to update the firmware, and I had to do that through the computer. I couldn't do it from my phone. So just the R1. The Carl's helmet was just fine. I checked the firmware on it. It was all updated and everything. Anyway, long story short, we spent the whole holiday weekend trying to get these things to intercom to each other, and we could never figure it out. Called tech support yesterday, and they are not compatible for the intercom system. So I had to send mine back and get the EVO mesh. Okay, so not just the R1, but the EVO mesh. And both of the helmets are now the same. I did not want to send the other helmet back to, we got them through Amazon. I didn't want to send the other helmet back through Amazon and you know, then have to be out another $159 to get the new one, and you know, until I get the refund on the other one. Well, I found out yesterday that if I actually take my return to Kohl's, they will box it up. They will credit my account immediately, and I was able to reorder the new helmet and get it in the same day, which, you know, for Carl and I is a big plus. So anyway, so I've got the new helmet, and it comes with, let me show you. Well, first of all, it comes with a visor. So I had ordered extra visors as a separate purchase and discovered that they come with the visor, which I think is a nice feature. It's got these little Velcro tabs on the sides, and it pushes into the front of the helmet right there, and then you just Velcro these onto the sides where you want the visor to fit. And then they also have these fabric bags that come with them, which I think is really nice. And then we're gonna set up a place in the garage, like a table or something, where we can recharge our bicycle stuff, because we've got blocks and all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys for being here. This was fun. I hope we taught you something. And please don't forget to like and share and subscribe to our videos. And we'll see you guys next week.